Before I joined the military, I was a kid who enjoyed playing sports. I liked to wrestle. I played soccer. I never really achieved much at school in my younger years. I was more concerned with hanging out with friends. Once I got to high school, my soccer and wrestling had progressed, and I was considered to be one of the best in the state. When I was playing, it was my #1 priority, but as soon as the season was over, I went back to just hanging out and partying. In high school, my grades were just as close to passing as one could get without failing. While I was in high school, I never thought about the future and how important school really was. Honestly, I really didn't care. My senior year in school, I led the league in scoring and should have been All-State. During the last game of the year, I got in a fight and was ejected from the game. The other coaches from around the league were there and saw that, therefore causing me to lose my spot on the All-State team and as the league MVP. I ended up getting a scholarship to Northeastern to play soccer, but I rejected it because I wanted to move back to Cincinnati, where I had grown up. During my time in Cincinnati, I was homeless for 2 out of the 6 months that I lived there. I accomplished nothing but getting in trouble. I had moved back there only to try to get back with an ex-girlfriend who I thought I was in love with, but I was only 17, so who knows. It definitely didn't work out as I had planned. I finally started smartening up, but somewhat, and moved back to Boston to live with my mother. When I got back to Boston, I started working landscaping, which I really liked doing. I enrolled at Bay State College when I was 20 for legal studies. For the first time in my life, I got really good grades. The only thing I was still hanging around with the wrong crowd and doing all the things possible not to better myself. I still lacked that self-discipline to dedicate myself 100% to doing the right things. I had always wanted to be a Marine. After I had finished my first year of college, I felt like that was the best time to join. So I went and joined the Marines to be in the infantry, and that by far was the best decision I ever made. I went to Iraq in 2003 and 2004, and there I was in Baghdad in 2003 and Fallujah in 2004. I served 6 years active duty, and it was the best time of my life. I honestly wish I was back in right now. At first, it wasn't that, since getting out of the military, I found it rather hard to adjust. At first, it wasn't that bad, and then I found it very hard to sleep. There was actually a period of time that I didn't sleep for 4 days. At that point, I went to the hospital to get medication, and I take it to this day. Most of the time, the medicine works. I also found myself getting angry at a lot of people. I thought that after going to Iraq twice and seeing real combat, that life as a civilian would be much easier. All right, for a while now, I have been happy. Things are finally going my way. I got hired on the Boston Fire Department. I have wanted to be a firefighter my whole life. Being a disabled vet got me to the top of the list, and I'm thankful that my service got me that job I've always wanted. I recently had knee surgery and it's kept me out of work for some time now. During this downtime, I have made the best of it though. Completed EMT school for the fire department, and I am in school full time. If I hadn't got injured, I don't know if I would have ever gone back to school. I guess things all work out for a reason. I live with my little brother in East Boston, and have for the last 3 years. And I'm happy about how things are going now.